everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a seahorse, all right? So to help you guys out, I will be putting the finished drawing right here above the Drawing Joshua logo. That way you guys have something to look at while you draw. Okay, so I'm going to start off and I'm going to start drawing in a marker. That way it's a little bit darker and you guys can see it. But if you want to grab a pencil to start, in case you have to erase, that's more than okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find the center of the page and I'm going to come up just a little bit, up and to the left. And this is where I'm going to start by drawing the seahorse's eyes. So I'm just going to draw a circle, okay? Try your best. If it's not a perfect circle, that's more than okay. Sometimes I think it looks cooler if it's not perfect. But, okay, now we're going to draw its second eye, and we're going to make it look like it's behind this first one, okay? So I'm going to start from kind of the top corner here. I'm just going to draw a circle that comes out. I'm going to try to make it roughly the same size. It's going to come back in like that. All right, now, before we draw the pupils, what I'm going to do is go ahead and draw kind of like the head shape, and then we'll come back to the eyes, all right? So now from this left eye over here, what I'm going to do is start drawing the head. So I'm just going to come over like that. Now, we're going to come back just a little bit from where that line ended, and we're going to start drawing the top of its head, okay? Something like that. All right, so it almost looks like an upside down V. And then what we're going to do is we're going to continue this kind of around the side and the back of its head. All right, so it kind of curves. Do like another V shape. Come back down. Curve again. And again, if you want to make them a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, that's more than okay. I'm just going to do another one. Let's do one small one to finish, maybe something like that. Okay. All right, now we're going to draw kind of the bottom of its head. So it's just going to have a little bit of a curve to it. It's going to curve back up like there. All right. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and draw its mouth. Okay, so if you know about seahorses, they have kind of that long mouth like that. So I'm going to curve this, and then it's just going to go straight like that. And then we're going to curve a little bit at the end. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing at the top. So I'm going to have this curved line, or this straight line here, and it's going to curve a little bit at the end. So kind of from this eye here, I have a line like that. All right, now we're going to draw where its mouth is. So I'm going to have this part here, and it's just going to curve up. And this is just going to be like an oval, okay? So maybe something like that. All right, awesome job. Now let's go ahead and draw its mouth in the opening here. Okay, so kind of like we had a circle here, I'm going to draw a circle on the inside, but I'm not going to quite complete it, okay? So from here, I'm going to come down, and that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so kind of like a half a circle. Now, inside of this, I'm going to do an oval. So I'm going to start from the bottom. We're just going to go like that. Okay, now as you can see from the reference photo, I'll just color that in black when I do color it in, all right? Okay, great job. Now let's go ahead and we'll come back and we'll do the pupils, okay? So inside of here, I'm just gonna draw a circle. And then inside of that, I'm gonna draw one more circle. And this is the one that I'm just gonna color in black. So if you're drawing with a pencil and you wanna color in black later, that's more than all right. All right, now I'm gonna do another pupil on this one. So I'm gonna draw one that's about the same size. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then again, I'm gonna draw a little black circle in the middle. All right, awesome. Now, friendly reminder, if I am going too fast and you want to pause to catch up, that's more than all right. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll draw the seahorse's body, okay? So we're gonna start off by drawing its neck. So I'm gonna come like here. I'm gonna draw a little line down, all right? And this is gonna be the start of its kind of like belly. So from here, I'm gonna have this curved line that comes out, and then it's gonna kind of come back in, maybe like that, all right? And that's kind of where the seahorse kind of has a big belly, if you've ever seen a seahorse. So now we're gonna go ahead and draw its tail, and then we'll kind of work our way back around, all right? So I'm gonna come down, it's gonna curve over and up like that. And this is where we're just gonna pretend like it's a circle. So just draw like a circle. Just like that. Okay, now this is kind of the tip of its tail. So this is where it's the smallest. It's going to slowly kind of get bigger. See how it's wider at the base here than what it was right here? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and connect this part back up to here. But once we get, I'm going to bring this line up a little bit more. Okay, so it's a little bit past where its belly ended. I'm just going to curve out just a little bit. Okay, and it's just going to kind of slowly curve back in until we get back up to the top. All right, awesome job. Now let's go ahead and kind of give it a back fin, all right? So I'm gonna come maybe just a little bit down from here. I'm just gonna do this curved line, kind of comes down, and then curves back in just like that. Now I'm gonna put a couple little lines to make it look a little bit more like a fin, and these are just straight lines. If you wanna put a little bit of a curve to them, that's all right. I think it'll still look great. Just like that. All right, now I think it's time to, maybe let's add like a belly or kind of make it look like the front of the seahorse, all right? So I'm gonna start at the top where its neck is connected to its head, kind of in between here. I'm gonna come down, kind of curves in a little, curves back out a little, and we're gonna do this all the way to the bottom of the tail. Maybe something like that. Okay, now kind of like we added lines here, I'm gonna add lines on its tummy, but I'm gonna go ahead and connect them. All right, so these didn't quite connect. I'm gonna connect these all the way across, so something like this. See how that kind of connects? I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this the entire way down the seahorse. And you don't have to have a specific number of these. You can add way more. You can just add a couple of them. There's no set number. Maybe like that. All right. Then lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some spots to my seahorse, all right? So from the back part, I'm gonna do, these are just gonna be like half circles. That way, because the seahorse is kind of facing the side of us, because the seahorse is kind of facing its side to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a half circle here. And I'll do another one here. And I might make some of these a little bit bigger. I might make some of them a little bit smaller. You can do whatever you'd like. And you don't even have to do spots if you don't want. You could do stripes or stars, or you could just use your imagination and make it something totally different. All right, maybe like that. Okay, then I'm actually gonna add a couple more circles on its face too. So kind of where its eye is, I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna add a small circle, and I'll add a medium circle, and maybe a little bit bigger circle. All right, and just like that, we are all done drawing a seahorse, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speed this next part up, but I'm gonna color it in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna color it in probably like a red for its body and like a yellow for the dots. But you guys are welcome to color it in whatever colors you'd like, or you can pause the video at the end and match the colors that I chose. Guys, so as you can see, I colored in my seahorse kind of a red, and I did the spots in the belly like a yellow, and I just colored in the eyes blue and just outlined everything in black. But I'd love to see how your drawings turned out. So feel free to tag me on any social media posts, or have you or a parent email me your finished drawing at drawingjoshua123@gmail.com. Now, I am always looking to hear what you guys want to learn how to draw next. So feel free to drop a comment below, and I'm happy to work that into a future video for you guys. But until then, please remember that drawing does take practice. So practice and always have fun. Thanks, everyone.